On the Yalla Habibi podcast episode today, we discussed everything from praising Lewis Capaldi for his Glastonbury surprise set. Yes, we are late to this, but we can still praise the man. And we have a really fun debate about a women versus men debate, and really about the feminist movement and just injustices that we've seen recently in the past. It's a really interesting conversation, and you'll be shocked by some of the recent cases that have come out about some crazy things. I actually want to touch on something that really spoke to the feminist movement, and something that's actually quite close to home for me, and that was the Yorkshire Ripper case. So the Yorkshire Ripper, also Peter Sutcliffe, a mass murderer in Yorkshire, UK. And this became a big feminist flashpoint in the 1970s and early 80s because police fixated on the victims being sex workers. So because they fixated on sex workers, it massively stalled the investigation. And if we look at the evidence here, at least 7 of Peter Sutcliffe's murders were non-sex workers. That's 7 out of 13 who died. 8 who survived an attack were non-sex workers. They were shop assistants, students, factory workers, etc. And at least 1 was a man called John Jordan, who again survived attack. So there was a staggering majority that were non-sex workers. And women were told at this point to stay indoors at night, placing responsibility on potential victims, not male violence. And it became a real feminist movement at the time, and it revealed how there was misogyny in policing, devaluing some lives more than others, slowing the justice system. And there was outrage, of course, and that actually led to the reclaim of the night movement, demanding safety and equal concern for all victims. And if they took this seriously, the evidence then that he would have been caught, I'm sure, much, much quicker. And it's crazy. Another crazy thing is Peter Sutcliffe was interviewed 9 times, and even his workmates would joke with him and call him the Ripper at work. So it's wild. They had so much evidence on this guy, but they still didn't get him. And it just goes as a powerful case, an example of how gender bias can distort justice. He actually died quite recently. He died 74 years old of COVID-19 on 13th of November 2020. So it's a wild case. It really shows an impact on women. This is just one of the interesting conversations we have on today's episode. Would love for you to come over. We're an up-and-coming podcast. Please comment, like, share. Check out the episode. We talk about this and many other cases that will blow your mind.